video we are going to explain the Facebook share feature information, the Facebook share information feature. Okay, and I've been testing this before I've done the video, and so let's just kind of go through this. And I'm going to leave the stuff that I have up here right now, and I want to show you why things that I found when you do this have changed a little bit. So the Facebook share information is basically the feature that allows you to post the URL of your campaign into a Facebook post. And as you know, when you do post a URL into a Facebook post, you will get certain images that come up. It will pull from that website page that you're pulling. It will pull a certain image. It will pull some of the, maybe a headline or a title or some content. And so that's just by posting a link in Facebook. So what we wanted to do is give you the option to do that. And what you can do is kind of customize this. Okay, you can customize this for just regular designs, and you can also do some cool things with some personalization if you have a personalized design. So I will do a separate video on that because it takes a little bit more explaining. And this we're just going to use just a regular non-personalized design, and that's why you see these short codes. These are for personalized designs. Okay, so we're in Mom Life, our campaign, and you can write the title of your campaign. Okay, so that's going to show up. It's kind of like as a headline of your image. So you can write anything you'd like to write in here. You can put the design. For training purposes, I'm just going to do Mom Life. And then, you have a description. Are you living the Mom Life? Check this out. Okay, so something very simple. You can expand on that if you want. So now is where you can actually pull images in that you want to feature. Okay, and normally how this was taught is that we would tell you, go ahead and go to your products. And if you go to your products and have products already showing, you can actually, save those products to your computer and then upload them into your media gallery. Okay. And if you just right click and save, it saves it as that 700 by 700 background feature. Okay. So when you did that, you can go in here and select those from your media gallery. As you can see, I've put some in here, and that will insert that into, so let's say I wanted to put that one in there. That will insert that image. Okay, but since this is a 700 by 700 square, when you post a link on a Facebook post, what shows up is this 1200 by 628 rectangle. Okay, so that's one of the sizes that you use when you're doing a dark post, or you're doing a clickable ad where they can actually click on this, because when the URL is put in here, this image is also clickable. Okay, so going back to here, what I realized, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to duplicate this campaign right now, and because I've tested this a couple times, so I want to make sure you see. I don't know if my cache is cleared. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go out of here. So I'm going to update this, and just for training purposes, I'm going to duplicate this so I get a completely different URL, but you won't have to do this. I'll go back out to campaigns. I'm going to duplicate that. When you duplicate a campaign, you'll see that it says in the permalink DUP. So that's why you always want to change it. But I'm just going to leave it because it's training purposes. And I want to show you exactly how this comes up. I'm going to remove this and remove this. So if you were to just have this image, maybe this is the image you wanted to feature. I'm going to publish this. I'm going to grab this URL. Okay. Now I'm going to go over to my. This is a test Facebook page for me. I don't even think it's published. If it is, there's no one that likes it because I've never done anything with it. And when I'm doing testing links or how things look, I like to have a separate page that I can test things out. So I suggest you guys create a test page. You don't have to even publish it, but just something that you can go and throw links in and see how things look. And you can see I've done a whole bunch of videos and just weird stuff in here. And so you can see that I've tried to test a few things out on this page. So this is my test page. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that link in here, and I'm going to see how it pops up. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you. You see how this is still a rectangle. Okay, 1200 by 628. And here's your headline, and here's what you should have had on this today. should have a description in there, and I'm not sure why that didn't show up, so I have to look into that. But anyway, this is how it shows up. And the reason why it's getting cut off is because we're using, and it's even pulling up the different image. So I think it's just my cache that's showing weird right now. But anyway, this is what I want to show you. This is something that you could do to prevent that. So it should be pulling up the black shirt, but it's cutting it off because it's a rectangle and we're trying to show, and we have a square uploaded. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to actually create an image like this and save that to your computer and upload that image into your image right here. So if you want to use Photoshop, I've created something in Photoshop here. It's just I won't do a Photoshop lesson, but it's I created an image size of 1200 by 627 or 628, doesn't matter. And then what I did is I took some of my images from my store and I just I put them on here. So again, you just can copy an image from your product and just paste it in here, and that should show up. And while you have this big rectangle, you can actually do a couple of images and eliminate from having to upload multiple images. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this just as a PNG, and I'll save it as Mom Life 1200. We're not Mamo Life, Mom Life. All right, everyone in there. Okay, I'm going to save that. I'm going to go back to my my campaign, and what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to clear my cache because I want this to work. So let's just clear that and make sure that we're good to go here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this again. Okay, I cleared my cache. I had to log out. Just logging back in. Over to my campaigns. Go in here. And I'm going to duplicate this again. I'm actually just going to remove this first. Remove. Okay, now I'm going to update it, and I want to duplicate this again because I want to show you the difference of what the different sizes and how they'll look. Okay, so I'm duplicating another campaign. Again, you won't ever have to do this, but I have to do this just because there's not enough campaigns in here to go through and show. So I'm going to duplicate this again. And I'm going to select that new image that I saved, the 1200 by 628. Okay. And now I'm going to upload that instead of one of the product images, which is a 700 by 700 square. Okay, it looks a little bit distorted here, but it should be good to go. And I'll copy this URL just to do a test to see how it looks. And we'll go over to refresh our page, and let's post that link in there. So blah, blah, blah. If you're living the mom life, check this out. This is great. Here's your link. And it's, my cache is still not working. That's so annoying. Let me fix this. I'm going to pause the video and fix this. 1 second. Okay, so what I had to do, and the reason why this image didn't pop up originally is because I actually had to go in to my campaign here, and I changed the permalink because I've been testing that duplicate, so I changed the permalink to Mom Life 1. That's all I did is I just changed it. Okay, then I copied that permalink right here, and then I went and tested it on my, and you can see I just posted it in here, and this is the image that actually shows up. Okay, so obviously now you can see the whole design. And the cool thing is this is clickable, so it will take you to the campaign, and then you can run ads to this. So I wanted to show you the difference between that, because a lot of people will just select an image from their library and it's going to be the wrong size. So you want to make sure on this Facebook share feature, if you're going to use this, and it's not necessary, or if you don't want to, you don't have to, but the option is here. Yeah, when you take the URL, this is the image that will show, and it will also be clickable. Okay. So I will do the next video on how you can use the Facebook share information with personalization.